Now, see how I've got these reins dropped on this horse's head? Or dropped down on her neck. If I'm going to sit there and practice working on giving to the bit, well then when I pick up that set of reins, I pick them up short enough to where we can go right away to working on this. And you see how she's chewing a little bit? Then, once she stepped back, and getting her, if you look at her, she's got kind of a shallow mouth on her a little bit. Okay? Now, but when she starts figuring it out, and it's kind of like what we're dealing with him out there, at some point you got to start teaching them to hurry up a little bit.
Right.
Okay? And remember what I said earlier, all right, is getting in this horse's mouth. As long as you put a set of reins in somebody's hand, they're going to get in this horse's mouth. So the key is teaching them how to get in there and how to get out without doing damage or leaving footprints. Okay? But the time comes when you still have to hurry this horse, and I'll use my legs. Now watch her. And this mare's thinking so hard, you know, because of some of the stuff that I've done with her, and her getting to the point to where she starts hurrying up a little bit. All right. And then once I've done something like step back, and that's what you're trying to do with him. See, when you shift him back out there on the line to his hind feet, well then you're setting him up to where he can leave there and leave there with some energy.
Rock back on his haunches.
Huh?
Rock back on his haunches.
Right. Now, and you watch trying to get her to understand moving that hind end over, but not walking forward. So what I have to do with her a little bit is I'm going to move this leg back a little bit, okay, and then we got the hind end moved over. Then so I blocked her here with the left to keep her from stepping sideways. Now, watch her. She's bringing that front end around on me a little bit. Now, watch her. And what the deal is here is this knee's closed up against her. That's why she was stepping sideways on a little bit. But she's got to get a little faster at stepping back off of that. Now, so when you start working with him and she just automatically goes to chopping and chewing, pick him up and see what he does with his head. You see that? No chewing, no nothing.
Right.
Just dropped her head. Now, where with her, you see, I'm picking up these reins, and she starts chewing a little bit instead of giving. Right then, she gave to the bit. Earlier, she's chopping, chewing, and then she says, well, I'll step back. Well, that's not really what I want, but we need to get better at it. See, I don't ever get upset with a horse that's moving his feet, okay? Because he's trying to figure something out. Now, and with her, you see, a little more lift. Watch her. And she's just not good enough at it yet to where she totally understands, but she is stepping back. See, most people believe that a horse doesn't back straight, but most of the time the horse doesn't back straight because the person's not equal on the reins, or doesn't have, or not centered on the horse.
Right.
Now, you watch her. And as long as my head's looking forward, I'm not looking behind me.
Right.
I know there's nothing back there except for maybe that blue thing. I'm not particularly worried about that. All right, now. This boy's just being real. Uh-huh.